This weekend we are present at the Camp Liberty Zon event in Zon and Breugel in connection with the 80th commemoration of the liberation of the south of the Netherlands. Here, just outside the center, a small World War II camp has been built with displays and vehicles that highlight both the American and German sites, with camps, a field kitchen, workshops, radio post and so on, which is accessible to the public from today. An educational program is planned on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, during which several schools, elderly and disabled people visit the camp and receive explanations about the displays. But now it's time for the tour. We start at the main entrance and see on the left the food and drink area in the background. And here in the foreground, a place where small children can play and relax. Here at the barrier, we enter the World War II camp. On the right, behind the barrier, there is a monument with the text in honor of the heroes of the American 101st Airborne Division, who liberated this town on September 17, 1944, and the 30th Corps who built a Bailey Bridge on this very spot on September 19, 1944. And here on the right we start with the US camp of the Able Company. The first to provide an Aviator display with parts of aircrafts from the Second World War. And here is a furnished officer's stand, where you can see how officers lived during the Second World War, with working communications equipment with radios and telephone connections. A furnished kitchen tent where actual cooking takes place. Their fully equipped Dodge WC ambulance. And lastly, their patrol depot. The aim of this foundation is to preserve military heritage, to keep military World War II history alive, to increase awareness of peace and security. The Diamond T969 wrecker had a double boom Holmes design, a swinging boom and a powered lifting rope on each side. When towing, the booms were rotated aft, connected at the ends and worked as one A-frame. The Dodge WC series includes a very wide range of light 4x4 and medium 6x6 military wheeled vehicles. Here in the center of the square, we see an anti-aircraft searchlight of the Signal Corps. This trailer had been converted into a military mobile homing pigeon loft. This mobile dining kitchen is a model manufactured in 1916 and was drawn by horses during his period and equipped with removable carriage arms. This model was subsequently modified in 1936 and then again in 1938. And here we see a nice US ammo dome display. The GMC CCKW is an American military truck of World War II, of which more than 500,000 units were built, mostly as a general purpose truck, but also for various other applications. And we leave the first area and move on to the only World War II German part of the camp. Here on the right we see the German Sonderkraftfahrzeug 221, a light reconnaissance vehicle, covered with a camo net. And on the left a German motorcycle with sidecar. Now we arrive at the German Red Cross Field Hospital, or Feldlazarett, of Reenactment Group Sanitätsabteilung 352. The hospital is equipped with boxes full of bandages, the hospital beds in the background, medical equipment, splints, and so on. There are even lounge chairs available for the patients for faster rehabilitation. And this small tent houses the operating room, provided with all the surgical equipment to perform operations, but in a not so hygienic environment. This is the German workshop, or called die Werkstatt, of Reenactment Group Volksgrenadier Division 352, where vehicles and motorcycles can be tinkered with. In the background are two German BMW R71 motorcycles with sidecar, ready to jump into action. And this large stand is fully equipped for the German soldiers, with a workspace and a desk for the non-commissioned officer on the right. In the background are the sleeping areas where each soldier has his own camp bed. And a large table to relax at should not be missing. Here we see an original German Searchlight with generator in the chest in the foreground, and on the table is a strategic map of the area. Under the right camo canopy, on a sandy yellow table, stands an original functional ADLER sewing machine to stitch and repair straps, boots, clothes, and so on. And next to it, on the left, under another camo canopy, the communication or Funk display. An original typewriter on the left side and a rare telephone exchange Klappenschrank for operating 20 field telephones, a very beautiful, original, functional and rare item on display. Now we arrived at the field kitchen of Kampfgruppe Böhm. The kitchen is stocked with food and drinks because it's important that the stomachs of the German soldiers are filled. As you can see, the ladies are already busy preparing lunch. Under this canopy are even more German vehicles, such as a number of German solo motorcycles and a Mercedes convertible staff car. And on the tripod we see an original German rangefinder, not to see into, but to determine the distance. And we end with another German BMW R71 motorcycle, and of course the camouflaged German Citroën U23 truck. Now we go to the other side to see the rest of the US displays. And this soldier is proud of his captured German chest. And as you can see from the sign on the tent, we are now going to visit the display of the US dentist. Under this canopy is both the administrative area and the dentist's workplace. And at the back is the pharmacy with all kinds of World War II medicines, ointments, medical equipment, and so on. Reinhard already feels at home here amongst the medical equipment. Here are even more dental materials on display in this rare and beautiful display. Here we see the display of US war reporting, with an authentic film camera on a tripod mounted in a US Jeep.
No, sorry, Sunday, sold out. Yeah.
And this GMC truck is a mobile radio station and contains 2 receivers and 1 transmitter. This display is, of course, as you can see, a US Army hospital. With a lot of medical equipment, very nicely displayed. A truly beautiful display. I really like it.
Heel veel plezier.
Dank u wel.
Ja,
Dank u
heel,
wel.
heel mooi.
Ik vind het prachtig dat we het doen.
Ja, leuk.
Ja.
And as you can see, this site is full of US Army vehicles. Here is a matchless G3L, a motorcycle developed for use by the British Army during the Second World War. When Matchless manufactured 80,000 G3 and G3L models, the G3L became one of the most popular motorcycles used during the war. The Ministry of Defense continued to use the bikes into the 1960s. Here we see the Polish display and vehicles of the group Arapahu. The group 50 Shades of Green was also present at this event with a large number of World War II vehicles. You can see their beautiful workshop with World War II vehicles in my video World War II Displays and Old Crafts in the playlist. They provided a great initiative with the powerful words "Why stop peace?" To reinforce this saying, this team handed out goodie bags filled with a t-shirt, a sticker, a condom and some candy. You can download their logo from the website and use it wherever you want. Talk about it and put it in a hashtag. You can find the link to their site in the description. And by the way, this is a British QF 3.7-inch AA heavy anti-aircraft gun during World War II. It was roughly the equivalent of the German Flak 88 and American 90mm, but with a slightly larger caliber of 49mm. It was used throughout World War II in all theaters except the Eastern Front. And we are just in time to see this US half-track leave the terrain. On Sunday, the Colossus arrived, a 25-pounder SP Track Sexton, a Canadian-designed self-propelled artillery vehicle of the Second World War. It found use in the Canadian, British and other British Commonwealth armies, as well as other countries. On Monday, we went for a ride in a US Jeep to explore the center of the city. As a part of 80 years of liberation, more than 300 historic army vehicles gathered on the old army grounds of Leopoldsburg in Belgium. These authentic military vehicles left on Saturday in a column of no less than 2.5 kilometers long to Arnhem in the Netherlands, as a moving tribute to Operation Market Garden from the Second World War. This area here on the right is their stop for today, so that they can continue towards Arnhem well rested. On September 19, 1944, during a German counterattack at this location, the leading German Panther tank of Kampfgruppe Walther was knocked out by a 57mm gun from the 81st Anti-Tank Battalion, located on the other side of the canal. It was an attempt by the Germans to destroy the Bailey Bridge that had been built. And here we come to the Wilhelmina Bridge. In 1944, the bridge was severely damaged during Operation Market Garden. In the nearby area, other bridges has already been blown up by the Germans, making the swing bridge strategically important. When the Americans approached within 100 meters, on the afternoon of September 17th around 3 p.m., the Sons Bridge was also destroyed by the Germans. However, the central pillar of the bridge remained intact and the temporary repair could be carried out quickly. The next morning, around 6:15 a.m., the British engineers had already a Bailey Bridge that could carry tanks. It's now Tuesday evening and the departure of a convoy of World War II Allied vehicles on the way to the liberation celebration and ceremony a little further away. Enjoy this moment. I would like to thank the organization for this wonderful event. This was their first edition, and I've already heard that the second edition will follow next year. We definitely will be there again. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my following videos. Bis nächste Mal. Tschüss. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and hit the bell button.